Okay, we get set up here. The mic seems to be coming through okay. I might turn the game down a little bit. I can't hear it myself, but I do see the meter bouncing. And so, apologies if the game's too quiet. I'd rather err on the side of that. Okay. Turn that down. Alright, and I guess we're live. So what's up? I haven't done a stream in a long time. I actually just put Linux on my my main computer here, and I had to get a new video cap device. $30. Got a pretty nice one from StarTech. And I have one of their VGA converters, a VGA to HDMI, and that was good. So I figured, you know, they wouldn't let me down. So here we go. First game is going to be Exolon, and this is a favorite of mine. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple port from the ZX Spectrum. So like the graphics are, they have a certain style. Well, let me just show you if it's set up right. Joystick port 1, that should be, oh yeah, you have to actually hit 1. Okay. And you hold the button to launch your missiles, and I love the way things blow up in this game. It's so satisfying. You push up the teleport and the teleporters. So yeah, you tap the button to do your normal shot, then you hold to do the missile. And the hitboxes are big. You just gotta live with that. It goes with this era of, oh no, I'm doing awful. Wow. Goes with this era of Euro games. You just gotta live with the big hitboxes. Just the way things were. There we go. I'm using one of those 2.4 gigahertz oh crap, Atari controllers. You just gotta get close enough to it and then touch it, then it stops. And they do stop firing, I think, when you get close enough. It's not that mean. And this one, the platforming is you get wait till your front foot's off, but your back foot's still on. No, I didn't mean to jump twice. Well, it worked out. It worked out anyway. Wait for this guy to target me. Boom. Goodbye. All right, whatever. Can you kill those? I can't remember. Yeah, you can. These little defender pod guys. I hate these guys. There you go. So this is by the same author as oh crap. It's always good to observe for a second. Same author as Cybernoid. So you gotta get close to it, and then when it's going down, because they are somewhat randomized, meaning you can count on the time between they're going down and coming back up to get in there. Cool. I got a power up in this chamber here. What the fuck was that? That was weird. Well, I'm giving a turbo demonstration of this game. I do like it quite a bit. Oh, wait. Did you just... Oh, man. That was in the nick of time. I'm gonna do this again. Let me just kill myself here. Yeah, okay. Let's do that a second time here. I keep hitting the PC keyboard instead of the Commodore one. Yeah, here's my favorite game, and I proceed to show you the most jank thing ever. I do like it, despite its little issues here and there. Just something about it. Anyways, I was saying it's the same author as Cybernoid, but I like this one much better. I feel like there's not even a comparison. Like I don't know why there's 2 Cybernoid games and only 1 Exolon. Something about just the general formula of this I really dig. It's just kind of a thing. I don't know. Crap. I'm really off my game today. Crap. I'm gonna die here. There you go. That's how you do that. So when you get the twin cannon, you can just like... That's no problem. You don't have to duck on those parts. There we go. Doing a bit better now. Oh man, yeah, some of the hitbox stuff is ridiculous in this game. I wonder if it would be possible to like to hack this so that it just has like fix the hitboxes a bit. I don't even know if they're using hitboxes. They might just be like, here's the whole size of the sprite, you know. I think that's probably how a lot of people did it, if I had to guess. Collisions are weird because it's such an art. It's like not like you don't want perfect collisions either. You just definitely don't want them bigger than the actual thing you're trying to avoid. I should have shot that thing first. But like, you know, if you look at like a what are called like a manic shmup, but who were popularized in the late '90s, and that's kind of like currently a popular style. You have a very, very small hitbox, and part of it, there's so many bullets to dodge, but part of it is that when you have, it kind of lets you have close calls and scrapes, which are really kind of fun and nail biting, and you know, when you have perfect collision detection, you kind of do away with all that. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Drop down. Oh, you can't just do it. See, if hitboxes were different. Oh, what do you do here? I think you gotta get down there immediately. Okay, well, it's dead at least. Every screen in this, you kind of have to approach a different, well, not a totally different way. I mean, there's rules. Oh my god. You know, I mistakenly thought that was a foreground object. Oh, they loop around like that too. Oh, see. This is going to be tricky because I bet if you jump too close, you land on the... Oh, no, that worked out. Oh, crap, going to be right on the mine. Oh. Actually, I don't even know what those do now, come to think of it. But I got 1 life left. There's definitely some very interesting collision logic in this. That's Exolon. Yeah, did okay. Did okay. Good enough that time. Let's see what else we got here. Do something a little bit less janky. Maybe some racing. I don't know. Armorlight's pretty cool. Ass presents Armorlight. Yeah, let's do this. This is a fun shmup. It's speaking of things that kind of got their own style, it's a kind of like Gradius, but maybe plays. It doesn't have the restarts like Gradius, so it plays maybe a little bit more like Thunder Force. Actually, we could have loaded this faster than that. Hang on, let me reset. Moving around here. There we go. And got the loading stripes. We're probably decrunching a bunch of stuff here. Oh, this is going to need the joystick in the second port. And these are all recently cracked here. People do kind of modern versions of this that have little fixes here and there, and this one is patched to kind of support NTSC, though you're going to see a lot of flicker near the top of the screen, which is unfortunate. On a PAL system, it doesn't do that. And they all have the same interface here. You have to wait for that to load. You can tell this is originally on cassette. Disc loaders don't tend to have a countdown like this. Cassettes take forever to load. That's why, I mean, much longer than this. Maker's not too loud. Oops. Yeah, that's good. This definitely has some cool music. Turn it up a little bit here. You get some. I think it's Martin Walker. All right. So right off the bat, you get an option and some real firepower, which is nice to have. I think that was one of the bombs. So if you're fast, you can get in the middle there. Ah! I shouldn't have moved actually at all. It's pretty fair with letting you retain power-ups and stuff. It's not like a... Oh, I'm doing terrible. Also, I'm personally playing without sound. The sound's going right to the capture. So... Oh my god. So yeah, that forward weapon you're gonna need a lot of. It goes. I think it goes. Does it go through walls? Yeah, it goes through walls and stuff. Like this actually has pretty tight collision detection, but it would have been nicer if it was a little bit more lenient. Hello. Does it just lock up on NTSC after game over? It might, actually. Yeah, it's not made for this system. I might have to buzz up my PAL computer to show you that one. Actually, plays a lot better on PAL. That's for sure. I get us some old school favorites. I really dig River Raid. Took a while to grow on me. I think this version is actually a bit better than the Atari original. Let's see here. This might be a part 1 game. Let's see. What do we get for options? So press 1 for options. Game 2. Bridge 1. 6, 7, 8, 9. I see. Huh. Huh, okay. Let me put this into part 1. That's not me yet, that's the demo. Okay. So this is from the, I mean, you can tell it's an Atari port, right? It's very, very simple. But it plays very crisp. I mean, you know, you can compare it to like Exolon, and it's a lot tighter, less fancy. But there's a few changes in here that I think put it over the Atari one. Like, I love the tank. You have to blow the bridge when the tank's on it. You get more points. So you can either blow up the fuel or points, or both if you're quick, like that. Eventually, it's such that you're kind of flooring it through this canyon as fast as possible, trying to make it to the next fuel tank. And that's when it gets really good. And sometimes, you know, too, if you blow up the bridge too early, the tank stops and just begins firing. Enemies didn't fire at you at all on the Atari one. And they haven't fired yet on here, but wait till it gets to like bridge 5 or something, they'll start. Nope, that was close. I feel like it controls a little bit better too than on Atari. I don't know. Like your ship is, or your plane is quicker to bank. Oh, there we go. Crap. And then I ran into the wall like a dummy. All right. See, there we go. We got like those tanks firing from off the side, and I think it adds a lot because it was weird in the Atari one where nobody's firing at you, and you're just kind of like, I don't know. It feels odd to play a game where you're just blowing up what appear to be tugboats and news choppers or something. I don't know. Are we the baddies? The tanks on the side always remind me of that game Tubin, where they have people like off the side throwing beer cans at you or whatever. Tubin's great fun. That's game's kind of been lost to time a bit. Activision, though, they made just great stuff in the 80s. I mean, you could play only Activision games on the Commodore and be pretty happy, I feel like. Got this, you've got Zenji, you've got, what else did they do? Beam Rider, Park Patrol's great, I might have to fire that up. Park Patrol's classic. There we go. Good fuel. Ding, ding, ding. Ah. Hit the bridge too soon. Oh, see, now the choppers are firing. You don't get that in the Atari one either. And this is bridge 13. So, bridge 13, they start firing. I mean, essentially what this is scramble, but turned on its side. Scramble and vertical. Oh. Ah, wow, that was a narrow. But yeah, the Commodore, I think maybe because of its popularity in Europe, but you don't hear much about the early titles. But you know, you can use the Commodore kind of like a ColecoVision or something, and it's actually pretty great for that. Lots of good arcade conversions, like you know, like I played a decent Pac-Man. It's got Solar Fox. I'm trying to think what else. Got a lot of those though. We can flip through them on my flash card. Of course, you know, computers really excelled at like strategy games and stuff like that. And earlier, I was playing this game Laser Squad, and you might know the game XCOM. Same author. This was one of his earlier games, but it has a lot of a lot of the same strategy and whatnot. Oh my god, this is getting crowded. What's cool about this game too is that all the scenery is randomly generated. I mean, it's the same every time, but oh, there we go. It's game over. I was gonna say it's the same every time, but it means they're able to squish it into a very small amount of RAM. And if they had wanted to, they could have randomized it. That would have been cool. Random mode. All right, what else we got? Yeah, the Defender's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Space Pilot's a clone of Time Pilot that someone made. Uranium's always pretty good stuff. It's gonna be hard without sound though, because you need the alerts. Because an alarm goes on, goes off when there's a squadron nearby, and you have to like react pretty fast. A Speed Buggy is definitely one of my favorites there. Might have to do a round of Speed Buggy. Ass presents Speed Buggy. And anyone in the stream, feel free to say hi or just doing a chill stream on a Saturday afternoon. When times are rough, there's always Commodore. And video games in general. Why is this loading so slow? That's the question. You know what? This is one that probably has to be... Yeah, you know what? This has to be mount and run, I think. It's going to be a slow loader. And it's funny is, so this is the American release of Buggy Boy as it's known in Japan and Europe. But they retitled it here, and I'm using this version because it has a couple fixes for NTSC systems, and the bugs on Buggy Boy aren't too bad. It's like the first lap until you hit the checkpoint, you don't get engine sound, and then I think there's some flicker in the tunnel, but it's not horrible. It's playable. But why do that to yourself when you can just, you know, use the actual NTSC port? But this is one of those games I have to fire up whenever I do my, you know, do Commodore gaming. Just certain games that make the rotation. Oh yeah, I was thinking about strategy and XCOM. Anyway, Laser Squad's his first game. Not first game, but it predates XCOM, and it's very good and fairly easy to pick up and play. So, you know, that's recommended if anyone wants to dive into that history. I might play it on stream at one point after I get a better handle on it. Wow, this is taking all day. Oh, this might not work. Interesting. One more try. Sure, let's reboot. Here's what we're gonna do. This is how you loaded discs back in the day. Though I think with fast load, like it says up there, I think you can actually just hit 2 keys as a shortcut. But comma 8 is the device number, and the comma 1 means you want to run it as soon as it's done loading. Yeah, that looks like it's loading. Yep, there we go. That's way better. And this needs joystick and port 2. Let's do west. Off-road, I'm pretty sure I've got memorized. Okay. I love the 8-bit versions of the graphics on this. There's so much charm, and it's so smooth. It's a pretty fluid game. Oh. That always happens to me too. If you're too close to the edge, when you wreck on the water, you fall in. And this game's interesting because it's a bit about chaining, too, in the scoring sense. So if you look at the flag, when I get a blue flag, that completes the sequence. If you look in the upper right, just missed. And then, once I get that, every subsequent flag counts towards another one of these cycles. Oh, here's where I just die. Now, time doesn't immediately give you more time on the clock. It adds more time once you get through the checkpoint. Oh my god, this is brutal. Soccer ball. If I get a pink flag now, that completes the sequence. Oh, there we go. There we go, third leg. 71 seconds on the clock, we got this. And, you know, the Amiga and ST have really good versions of this game as well, and those are well worth checking out. A little bit less fluid, but you get better draw distance, which means you don't have to memorize the jumps as much. Because in this version, every jump is a bit of a risk, because you don't totally know what's ahead. And I think some jumps are like that anyway, but this just has more of them that are like that because of that, the draw distance limitation. I try to prefer to stay on the ground unless I'm sure that the. Oh no! Oh yeah, we're a ways away from the. You can't accelerate when you're bouncing either. Come on! Yes. Oh, so if you're going fast, you don't. Yep. Anyway, not too bad. Not too bad. Right. Start. All right. Let's do that one more time. Let's do south. Yeah, this game's just got a lot of personality. The arcade one does too. The arcade one has these graphics that look cartooned. You know, black outlines, but it's all real clean looking. It's not high res or anything, just looks very nice. They have this sparkling water. It's a beautiful effect. They've got these interesting hills. They're not the kind of outrun hills. It's more like in the Horizon kind of tilts. and it's somewhat convincing. It's they were this company Tatsumi was doing a lot of really innovative stuff back then. Uh, their game TX1, which was a few years earlier, is this pole position clone, and it's the first racing game with branching paths, way before Outrun. And that's a good one too. I think it plays better than pole position. It's, obviously inspired by it, but, then they did this. They did a game called Lock On, which I used to play in the arcade all the time. I love Lock On. It's like a first-person flight simulator blaster kind of game. Think Afterburner, but I don't know. It's not quite the balls to the wall, Need for Speed kind of game that Afterburner is. More about targeting and flying, but it had also just graphically, aside from playing really well, graphically it was really neat. It had this like textured ground at a time when you didn't see that very often. Everything's like tilting, and I mean, I don't want to say it's on par with like the Sega offerings exactly. Maybe it kind of was for the time, because I think it's like 1986. Very good stuff. So this company never really gets credit. I would love to see someone who, I don't know who has the IP, who owns it, but I would love to see a Tatsumi collection. They've got this helicopter game, Apache 3, I think it's called, that I don't think it's emulated even now. And that would be great to see, because I've never gotten to play that. But, I don't, I mean, they're doing God, what's it? Death Driller just is on the Steam store, and like they just remade PO'd, and it's like, really, there's an audience for that, but not this, really? Castle of Dr. Red Hockey re-release. I don't know. Has that been done yet? Oh, I didn't bounce over that one. Sometimes if you land it right, you can bounce over a second one. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm screwed. I was nowhere close to the checkpoint. But yeah, that's Speed Buggy or Buggy or this game. Definitely, check it out. One of the top tier Commodore games in my opinion. I don't know why it never came to consoles. It's a Japanese game. And it's on every damn home computer in Europe. Came out for a few over here. 0 console ports. Mixed, a few games that were like that. Like, I almost want to say Rodland, where it got a couple 8-bit ports here, but over in Europe it got these like arcade perfect ports on like the Amiga, and I think the Atari ST. And I was like, why did we not get those? On the other hand, there's this version of Outrun. Now, I don't know why these are Outrun 2 Fast. That's very odd. Let's try. God, it's going to take forever to load if it's side 1, side 2. Okay, let's do something else. I'm going to show you the sad Outrun port. I'm going to show you the Euro version that loads really fast, but it's more broken than the US release. It's still kind of hilarious because it doesn't branch, because they couldn't fit it on the computer's memory, and like the only alternative would be stopping the load. And I'm glad they didn't do that. But you on the USA one, you pick your route. On this map screen in Outrun, your ending route, basically, and then it loads the game, and just kind of, you don't get the branch, but it kind of gives you different levels. It's an interesting compromise. Got Frogger. Frogger's good. Spy Hunter is kind of hilarious. I grew up with that Spy Hunter. That was my my first game for this. I'm not going to show you that right now, though. That's just too crappy. Trying trying to show you better games after torturing you with Exolon. No, I like Exolon. Exolon's cool stuff. This is pretty cool. Check this out. Let's load this. This is a 2014 or so port of Donkey Kong Jr., which is close to the arcade but has an arcade charm. Let's see. Do standard because I suck. Oh my god. That was close. I feel like he climbs upwards a little bit. Oh crap. Dead. Climbs upwards a little slower than I remember. But I don't know. Maybe it all balances out. Move it. Move it. Alright. I think you gotta go... Oh no, you can't jump from vine to vine on this one. You gotta go down here. Now these levels all have a specific way thought out that they expect you to do it. You go over here. These are gonna be like the barrels. Come on, jerk. Oh, you... Ugh. This is where imperfect collision detection would have been nice. To just clear that by a hair. Oh, can I jump? Oh, no, you can't. Oh, found out the hard way. Alright, one more try here. Watch me not get to the second screen. Oh, interesting, the top is kind of cut off. I bet that's it. Is that because it's NTSC maybe? Maybe this uses the full screen on PAL. That's pretty sweet. Not many games did that. You jerks. I've never been a big Donkey Kong fan. What are you supposed to do here? Maybe you're supposed to wait on that vine? I had an easier time on one of the ports. I think it was the Nintendo one, maybe. I was able to loop. That's so particular, these old platformers. They all kind of were. And there's a bunch of games based on this school of... oh my god, I thought I was dead. This school of platform design. Single screen with falling damage. Okay. Okay, you can do that. What the fuck was that? Did I die from falling? No. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst offender I've seen in terms of falling damage, but I don't know. I think I might like some of the ports better if this is accurate to the arcade. They might have fixed some things up that oh my god. This is easy? This is easy mode? Alright. Fuck you too, Donkey Kong. Alright, what else we got? Fast ID is pretty fun. That's another Atari port. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like this. The Mario Brothers is pretty sweet. I actually enjoy that Mario. Let's see what I like about it. Boom. Okay, Mario Brothers. I had this on a mystery floppy as a kid, and then it turned out, what I found out much later, was um, it never got a official release. It got canceled. But, oh no, this is going to need the other joystick port. Yep. Um, but yeah, but not before being leaked, apparently. Oh man, I'm all the way down here in defensive mode. But I love this version. I like the bigger. So comparing this to the NES one, the original NES release, which is different by the way from the later one, which is better than all the other ports. But the original release had these tiny little turtles, and it just didn't capture the cartoony aspect of the original game. And I think the Atari Soft version, this version, actually does. Has has other issues, of course. Like you'll notice the when I hit the underside of those the level of these structures, whatever you want to call them, they don't distort like in the arcade one, where when you like do this, oh crap. But that's okay. Yeah, that's a minor thing in my opinion. The major thing that you have to have in this game, and they do have it, which we just saw, is that when the turtle's about to get back up, they have an animation to warn you. And there's a 7800 version, which I like a lot, but it doesn't do that, and it drives me crazy. And so I think, my opinion is that if you're on NES, play Mario Brothers, but not Joust. If you're 800, play the Joust there instead of NES. NES Joust is it's like the 7800 Mario Brothers. It's just missing crucial stuff. It's one of those HAL Laboratory ports, I think. Like that really weird millipede they did that like is severely windowed. And I think it might still be the wrong aspect ratio, even though it's really windowed. It's like there's something super off about it. But man, this is like one of my favorite Mario games. No joke. Not necessarily this version of it, but I just think it's a great game. I don't know. Like people like all the single screen stuff like Bubble Bobble, but I feel like the original Mario Brothers gets so overshadowed by you know, by all the other Mario games. But this is more or less where Mario began. I mean, you know, we saw him as the bad guy a second ago in Donkey Kong Jr., and of course he was in Donkey Kong, but not named Mario. And the name Mario Brothers was always funny to me. Because you're just like, is his name Mario Mario? But it's a, you know, it's a good sounding name. Like it's not, you know, like it's catchy. That was a pretty sweet move. Oh, he's gonna. Oh no, he's. No, no. Cool, I got it. Oh, almost. I was almost toast. Look at that sweet move. You can't stay in one place too long where the fireball gets you. Yeah, it's a very well designed game. One thing about Nintendo is we remember their victories more than their defeats. they had a few arcade games that just were not memorable. Like, oh god, what's that? They had a shooter that was like Gallagher or something, but it wasn't really as good. It was called, oh, it's not called Radar Lock, but it's called something like that. But that was pretty forgettable. A lot of the early NES stuff was kind of hit or miss. They're of course now just they've got design down to science. I mean, they're amazing designers. Now, what the hell? Why not? See, it's important to know that like a downed enemy can trap other enemies, so you kind of use them as roadblocks. And also be careful when you start back up. Oh no! Yeah, this is where it gets real. We haven't even got to the ice guys yet. Okay, one less crab. Oh no, it didn't work out that time. Oh, and then now the crab's up. Now he's gonna get up. Stuck between the two. Alright. You can tell I've... This is, Alright, fine. Get the crab to come down here. Gotta at least get to the ice guys, right? Oh, these guys are so slow, too. Should I just wait for him to come out the top? I don't know. God, it's excruciating. Go in the pipe. There we go. That's worth a pal. It's like when you bomb a boss in a shmup just because you're sick of the of watching them. Well, then we get another one anyway because it's right before the bonus round. Every time there's a bonus round, your pal replenishes. And it's introducing us to the ice in the bonus round, which is a very smart design choice. Ah, okay. We're back to the turtles, but with ice. One thing is you can change direction immediately if you jump. Wait, no, actually, maybe that's not true. Oh. Can I bump these? I don't think you can, no. Fireballs are unbumpable. Alright. What are we doing here? Getting pretty far is what we're doing. Rapping is what's happening. Hands clapping in. Last life. Unless we can get a 1-up. Oh no. He changed direction. Oh, I didn't mean to do it twice. Well, whatever. I mean, I didn't really even want to do it the first time. Freezing platforms in this version? Oh no, that's how I go. Port Mario. But yeah, that's Commodore Mario Brothers unreleased. Um, Good stuff, I think. How long have I been going for? Let's do one more game. Then I'm going to call it. We could do Super Cycle's pretty cool. The art type is actually kind of neat. Has a neat story behind it too. I might save that for a different time. Oh, let's do Commando. I mean, come on. This was one of my favorite games growing up. I loved Commando. Love the music too. This is a souped up re-release, so the original release only has 3 levels and they repeat. They just get harder. Arcade, I think, had 6. And it's another case of we had to fit this in the computer's memory. This is a hack from about a decade ago that adds all the arcade levels, all the arcade graphics. Arcade colors, yes, I guess. It's fine. Game, yeah. And you can play with the Commodore music, or you can play with when that more closely resembles the arcade. But the original soundtrack on the Commodore mode is just too good. It's such a fast, fluid version of it too. Yeah, I totally dig this game. So they're gonna go this way. Oh, come on. Wow, that didn't work. It's such an intense version, and I don't know how much of that is because it's, you know, NTSC versus PAL. I need more grenades. Wow. Ah! It's one of those games that just it'll make your hands sore playing it. It's just so like there's so much going on. Oh my god. Watch me not make it off the first level. But yeah, I think it is running a bit fast. But I like it. You know, the arcade one's so... It just... I know it's fine. Oh, man. But it's so slow. Such a slow game. So I actually played this one more. When I finally played the arcade, I was like, really? Why is the home version arcadier than the... I need a better joystick, too. Something about like not being able to switch directions quite as... Woo! That was some pretty tight collisions. See that? Had the bullet following me. I think my strategy might be bad, too. Oh, no, no, no! There we go. My hand hurts. I used to be able to do this as a kid. That's the thing too, you know. When I was a little kid, I was like 7. I had this, and you know, it's not like I could make it to the end every time. So the fact that it only had a few levels wasn't a big hindrance. Oh come on, that didn't get him. Huh? That's all right. That one died. Maybe that have to be popping out. Uh-oh, no, no! Oh my god. You fuckers. Oh, that was dumb. So there you go. That's Commando. Yeah, I like that game. No good at it. I might have to try that one on my PAL system actually and get a few more milliseconds reaction time for the bosses. Anyway, I'll put my name in. I'll do a more proper stream at some point, warn people ahead of time. But anyone who tuned in, thank you for tuning in.